I thought it was just a TV drama. But this is real life, real tears, and real betrayal on camera. Mama D just broke the internet, crying and exposing Bambi like never before. When I say she aired it all out, I mean every dirty little secret. From cheating receipts to emotional manipulation so cold that even Ice Spice would shiver. Little Scrappy's life is in ruins. His marriage is burned to the ground, and guess who's being blamed? Bambi. But wait, Stevie Jay's name was also brought into this mess, and it's giving puppet master energy. The internet is in complete chaos. Right now? I mean, scorched earth chaos, spilled tea hotter than lava. Mama D crying out with the force of 1,000 betrayed mothers, yes. That Mama D. Yes, that Bambi. And yes, that little Scrappy's name is back in the mud like he just slipped on Betrayal and landed face first in Heartbreak because guess what? It's not innocent in this chili. Bambi just got canceled in 4K, and the way Mama D snapped this isn't loving hip-hop. This is warfare, betrayal, and the Royas family meltdown we've seen all year. Keep watching, because what's coming, that viral video of Mama D crying on Instagram Live, wasn't just a heartfelt tirade. Rather, it was a full-fledged, unfiltered. Exposed directed directly at the woman she holds responsible for destroying her family. Bambi, or as Mama D called her, the bringer of destruction. But wait, there's more. Mama D accused her of something more serious than heartbreak, including manipulation, betrayal, a covert affair that has allegedly been going on behind the scenes, and a calculated scheme to cut off Scrappy from the only people who have ever supported him, including her. The kingdom of Lil Scrappy has been under siege before. And it all began when Mama D, was already known for speaking her mind as if it were a constitutional right, went live on her social media accounts. There was no wig adjustment, no glam, just tears and pain, and a lot of unfiltered footage. So what should you do? Get your snacks and receipts, because what we're about to unravel is not just a scandal. It's a full-blown family implosion with cameras rolling, phones recording, and the internet throwing popcorn emojis like confetti at a disaster parade. I told you the truth, and she cried out, "They've been trying to take my son away from me." Now, let's say that this isnt family portrait. According to her, Bambi's relationship with Scrappy was a setup from the beginning. A PR ploy gone wrong, a love story filled with gaslighting, jealousy, and a ton of private direct messages. Mama D even claimed that she once walked in on Bambi, whispering sweet betrayal into her phone at 2 a.m. She snapped that it was someone else on the other end, and I knew it wasn't my son. The internet went crazy when Mama D mentioned Stevie Jay. Yes, Stevie Jay has been connected to scandal, betrayal, and chaos on reality shows before. But this time, the accusations are coming from Scrappy's own mother, a woman who has been willing to throw her hands in fur coats and red bottoms since season 1. Someone called her Queen Snake. But who is this mystery man? Is he a producer, a rapper, or a cast member from the shadowy corners of VH1's love-hate universe? Mama D claimed to have heard and seen midnight messages exchanged behind Scrappy's back. One of her close friends, who we'll call Miss YK, even leaked a message exchange between Bambi and an unidentified man saved on her phone as the real MVP. The texts were too spicy. And even though the authenticity of the exchange is at best questionable, it didn't stop the internet from exploding with conspiracy theories. Some claim it was Stevie Jay, while others say it was a lesser-known promoter who once worked with Benzino's old crew, stayed largely silent for a few months before abruptly going dark on social media, removing posts, unfollowing people, and posting cryptic quotes like, "Loyalty don't live here no more. I let a snake sleep in my bed. EO." Fans are now piecing it together, and even when they get 5, it makes more sense than silence. But while Bambi has been trying to play it cool by posting gym selfies and affirmations like peace over drama, Mama D isn't letting it go in the same live stream. Bambi allegedly persuaded Scrappy to cut off his bloodline, tricked him into skipping holidays. Ken? even implied that she had instructed Scrappy to place Mama D in a home ES. Okay. An assisted living facility because, in Mama D's opinionis, was the final straw. "Ain't nobody putting me in no home," she said, while that Jezebel walks around pretending to be family. She became enraged, broke him down piece by piece, and then went after his mind. Now she is attempting to erase his mama. Nah, baby, and you can bet that the blogs didn't go quiet either. Yin Free, Scrappy Pray for Mama D, and Bambi Exposed were among the hashtags that trended within hours after the live stream. Meanwhile, anonymous direct messages started to flood popular T pages, claiming that Bambi had been mentally checked out for months. One insider even claimed that she had been secretly house hunting in LA with someone who received a Grammy and a grudge. What does that mean? Is Bambi jumping ship to start a new chapter with a famous face, leaving Scrappy behind to pick up the broken pieces of his reputation, his heart, and his family? Some say it's just another, even though Bambi is being dragged through the internet's mudslide of criticism. Some fans are still defending her, claiming that Mama D has always been too controlling, that Scrappy is an adult, and that perhaps Bambi just snapped under pressure. Some claim that the messy love and hip-hop triangle is part of a deeper plot that has its roots in long-standing beef in the music industry. Betrayal and revenge from the old-school Atlanta circle that never forgot who crossed who back in 2014. It hit different, and now we're left wondering, is Scrappy truly lost? Has Bambi really been pulling the strings this whole time? And why has Stevie Jay remained so silent while his name is being whispered in every DM thread from Atlanta to LA? This mess is far from over, because just when we thought it couldn't get any messier, Mama D ended her live stream with one final cryptic bombshell that had the whole internet shook. She leaned in close to the camera, wiped her tears, and whispered, "Y'all don't even know the half. There's video, and once it comes out, it's over." Video? What kind of video? Where was it recorded? And more importantly, who's in it? Stay tuned, because in part 2, we'll be dissecting the purported footage, the startling public reactions, and the astounding claims from fresh, anonymous insiders that Bambi and Stevie Jay had a covert alliance that began long before Scrappy knew. This rabbit hole goes deep, and we're going all the way in. When Mama D whispered, "There's video," the internet exploded. Phones were dropped, group chats exploded, and within minutes, the video was trending without any footage even being released, according to sources close to Mama D, who are now known online as the Destroyers. The alleged clip was secretly recorded more than 6 months ago during a private after-hours industry gathering in Atlanta. This wasn't just any lounge. We're talking about a hush-hush event at a luxury Buckhead estate exclusively for VIPs, reality stars, and industry insiders. That's how badly the streets wanted the tea. But what's in this alleged clip? Who filmed it, and why is Bambi acting like nothing happened and continuing to upload her gym selfies while the digital world is on fire? Fixers. No phones, no press, just vibes, and apparently betrayal. One anonymous tipster, going by the name Loyal Spiller, leaked an alleged transcript of the clip to a number of gossip blogs. If even half of it is true, Bambi may need a new PR team and possibly legal counsel. Let's read a snippet of what was allegedly said on camera between Bambi and a man with dreadlocks, heavy jewelry, and a raspy voice. Bambi laughed scrappily, didn't even ask questions, and simply followed my instructions. Again, this transcript has not been verified, but in the world of love and hip-hop, where truth and chaos are constantly dancing, the possibility alone was enough to drive people completely insane online. Even more insane, internet detectives confirmed that the voice in the background is none other than, you guessed it, Stevie Jay, from the chain clinks to the trademark chuckle. Fans started making audio breakdowns in an attempt to confirm the identity, as if it were the case. The creator of the VH1 drama film Zapruder even slowed down the audio to 0 when 5x Speed layered it over old Stevie Jay interviews and claimed a 94% match. The streets began to speculate that Bambi and Stevie Jay had been plotting together for months or even years, and that their relationship was deeper than we could have ever imagined. It's claimed that they had been communicating covertly since before Bambi even married Scrappy, while others are speculating that this was a planned takedown from the start. But why? Stevie Jay might benefit from this, but it gets even more juicy when a former assistant of Mona Scott Young, who allegedly signed an NDA but says he is done protecting snakes, leaked a voicemail claiming that Bambi and Stevie Jay were trying to pitch a spin-off show behind Scrappy's back. The working title is Atlanta Unleashed, The Betrayal Chronicles. And let me say that again, it's a spin-off. This shocking accusation puts the entire drama in a new light, implying that this wasn't just a messy love triangle. Rather, it was career sabotage, an attempt to build a new empire on Scrappy's shattered image. Of the show is a slap in the face. The Betrayal Chronicles, honey. The disrespect is cinematic. Naturally, Mama D had her own reaction when this information surfaced on the blogs. She went back live the very next day, this time stone cold sober and prepared for war. You thought you were going to make a name for yourself off of my son's suffering, but you think God isn't watching? You think I'm not watching? And we're all watching now, baby. Screenshots of her live stream were shared throughout the internet, like Sunday dinner, with one frame showing Mama D holding up a manila folder titled Truth. While wearing all the glitz and designer heels, Bambi is holding her silence like a trophy. With no comments or denials, just cryptic captions like sometimes. The loudest room is the one full of liars. Peace is better than proving a point. However, just as the drama was getting out of control, new screenshots purportedly showed Scrappy's private texts to a family friend, revealing his true feelings about Bambi and Stevie's rumored alliance. Scrappy, she flipped on me, bro, and had me thinking my own mama was the villain all this time. She's been moving dirty, friend. You good, Scrappy? I'm numb, just tired of being everybody's pawn, according to a fan account claiming to have a cousin who is close to the family. Whether these texts are true or not, they've sparked a flurry of comments from fans calling on Scrappy to break his silence. Some are urging him to release his own receipts, while others are pleading with him to protect Mama D, who many believe has been screaming the truth for years. Guess who recently returned to the conversation? A now-deleted Instagram story about Scrappy's ex and his daughter's mother said, "Some folks are finally seeing what I've been trying to tell y'all, but y'all aren't ready for that conversation. The plot gets more complicated. Is Erica going to jump in and reveal more? Has she been watching the circus from the sidelines while drinking tea all this time? If so, we may be getting ready for the most chaotic season finale reality TV has ever aired." However, despite all the chaos, rumors, and viral memes, one thing is certain: Scrappy is spiraling, according to sources close to him. The man who once called himself Prince of the South may now be the most betrayed man in Atlanta, according to the rapper, who has been spotted looking visibly stressed, isolated, and heartbroken. One insider claimed that he canceled 2 studio sessions and doesn't even want to discuss music. Meanwhile, Mama D isn't done yet. In her most recent post, she hinted at an upcoming Talal video called What VH1 Wouldn't Let Me Say. Let me reiterate what VH1 wouldn't allow me to say. It exposes even if Bambi is innocent of half of these accusations. The court of public opinion has already started the trial, and honey, it's not looking good. Stevie Jay, the silence is beginning to feel like confirmation as the world waits for the mysterious video Mama D hinted at. Everyone is watching refreshing feeds, analyzing every emoji, and unfollowing. But the real question is, can Bambi survive this PR apocalypse, or will this be the scandal that finally topples the queen of calm persona she's carefully curated? Mama D, who never backs down, went live on Instagram once more, but this time she had receipts in hand. A man in a suit standing behind her who was allegedly her new legal representative. And a chilling statement: you all thought this was if That clip does surface, and if it does feature Bambi saying even half of what's been alleged, this isn't just a messy breakup. This is the kind of scandal that destroys friendships, destroys careers, and turns reality stars into tabloid legends. Mama D says she is working with a legal team to file a defamation lawsuit against VH1 producers who, in her words, knowingly allowed character assassination to go unchecked for views and ratings. She claims the network allowed Bambi's alleged manipulation of her son, even going so far as to script her scenes to make Mama D look unhinged, bitter, and irrelevant. But that's not all we're pressing charges. While the streets had their own version of justice, screenshots of purported direct messages between Stevie Jay and an unidentified woman started to circulate. These screenshots showed conversations in which Stevie not only confirmed his connection to Bambi, but also promised her more screen time if she would just let Bambi have her moment. However, Mama D, don't play that game. You won't pimp my pain and turn me into a villain while these snakes build empires off my child's destruction, not on my watch. Implied involvement in her plan to separate Scrappy from the baggage. Let me read that again. Separate Scrappy from the baggage. The anonymous woman, who is now only known on X as I Just Sippin' Tea, claims to have dated Stevie for a short time last year and saved the messages in case she needed them. Guess what? She did. Her page is now exploding with thousands of followers and daily threads that dissect Stevie and Bambi's alleged manipulation campaign, complete with time-stamped direct messages, blurry photos, and speculative voice notes. One particularly damning post included, "As much as we like to laugh at online detectives, I don't think it's a coincidence that this gem, Stevie Jay, was always present when the fights between Scrappy and Bambi began." The timeline is subtly adding. Up in one thread, where fans matched Bambi's outfits from old paparazzi photos to outfits in unseen behind the scenes clips posted by Mona Scott's former assistant. And there you have it, folks, from viral breakdowns to leaked direct messages, defamation lawsuits, and heartfelt confessions. This isn't just another love and hip-hop scandal. The question now is, who do you think is responsible for this? Is Mama D just a distraught mother watching her son's collapse on camera? Or is there more to this story than she's revealing? Is Bambi really the cold-blooded, power-hungry mastermind behind Scrappy's demise? Or is she just the most recent woman to be held accountable for a man's mistakes? And is Stevie Jay an innocent bystander caught in the crossfire? Or was he acting as a puppet master all along, pulling strings behind the scenes for clout and chaos? We need answers, and you, the people, are the jury. Please share your thoughts in the comments section right now. Don't be shy about who is telling the truth, who is playing games, and who will be exposed next. If you thought was the end of the NWA story, believe me, you haven't seen anything yet. There are still more receipts to come, more secrets to reveal, and more alliances to break. If you're here for the drama, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications because you'll want to be in the front row for the next chapter. Till then, stay curious and messy. And remain alert. Remain alert.